The Faceless ones. This is the only other available episode along with the first of this six-parter. I wonder around this time, what are the effective qualities of this particular serial? Well, insofar as it's a screenplay, it's a storyline, it's a series of scripts wherein the villains are clever, devious, and competent, and the Doctor, and also those whom he recruits to attempt to help him, not his companions, they all get captured and probably becomes a disappointing damsel again. Though the Commandant and the other coordinator, he becomes a very useful character for the director. They're useful characters for the Doctor, and they help him in assisting his bluff in episode 6. One of them encourages the Commandant to see his way, the director in episode 3. It's a good instance of how we have two competent forces trying to outwit the other, the chameleons versus the Doctor and the authorities at the airport. However, I cannot help but feel that one ought to have merged the first 3 episodes into 2 and episodes 4 to 6 into 2. This could have been a very, very brilliant 4-parter, and unfortunately what we have instead is a 6-parter which can feel as though it's meandering, and it doesn't feel as tense and exciting and frightening, creepy as it ought to, because it's meandering. And I can only extrapolate that if it was entirely available, this effect could be felt as well. If anything, the end overall result one has from experiencing telesnaps is of a more compact and stylized attempt to impose stark images in order to communicate the storyline, rather than simply film the actors interacting and zooming in on what's appropriate, as episode 1 of this serial tended to do. Almost the telesnaps give a better impression, potentially, of the serial if it were available. That's kind of a morbid, horrible thought. In any case, I think that when you get to the end of the 6-parter, you do feel like it's been an excellent and kind of ambitious adventure in the Doctor Who canon, with some good imagery, some excellent concepts in terms of kind of setting out a horror story within contemporary London and having it being interesting and engaging for young audiences at the time. But there's also the inevitable issue of it not being directed by, say, a Douglas Camfield type, I might suggest. Anyway, I think I'll end it here. We don't want to waffle on too much, because otherwise we'll be potentially saying things and then we'll run out of interesting things to say by episode 6 of this particular upload, retrospective on the Faceless ones. So thanks again, my good and dear friends, immensely.